As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Happen is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
Insider reports reveal that Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing icon, recently visited Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles. As Pacquiao prepares for his highly anticipated comeback fight against Mario Barrios, this unexpected encounter between two of boxing's greatest figures has sent shockwaves through the sports world, igniting discussions about their storied rivalry, mutual respect, and the evolving landscape of boxing. Floyd Mayweather's visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp symbolizes the complex relationship between two legendary fighters. Their rivalry peaked with the historic 2015 bout, leaving an indelible mark on boxing history. Since then, both have charted different paths, Mayweather as a promoter and exhibition star, Pacquiao as a politician and philanthropist, yet their shared history continues to influence the sport.
You fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. Stings, that's Stings, yeah. I would have to say they're about the same. You know, it's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. Like, I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. He punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land the perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing as Mayweather. He's about speed. Speed? There's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who, for one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same for Pacquiao.
The rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is one of the most significant and lucrative in boxing history, spanning over a decade. Their much-anticipated clash in 2015 marked the culmination of years of negotiations, delays, and public demand, making it a defining moment in sports entertainment.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather is a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right thing for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and every.
Manny Pacquiao's extraordinary boxing career includes capturing 12 major world titles across 4 weight divisions: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. Notably, he is the only boxer to win world titles across 4 different decades, demonstrating his longevity and massive influence in boxing's history and its revenue generation.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of
top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished second and third respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fahar.
In September 2021, Manny Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing to focus on his political ambitions, running for the Philippine presidency in 2022. Despite his defeat in that election, he remained active as a senator and philanthropist, continuing to impact society beyond the ring.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss more.
Yeah.
People talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm gonna miss him.
After nearly 4 years away from professional boxing, Manny Pacquiao has officially announced his return at age 46. He is set to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, reigniting hopes among fans and critics alike.
Manny Pacquiao vs. Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go for Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147 welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still two debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm a-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen. You are an all-time great and legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing?
George Kambosos Jr. has spoken highly of his training experiences with Manny Pacquiao, emphasizing the profound impact on his development. Beyond physical skills, Pacquiao imparted lessons on mindset, discipline, and mental resilience, elements Kambosos credits as crucial to his growth as a fighter.
Trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you know, you'd been... How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns. So
it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
did, yeah. When Jeff got obviously the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring. He's sparring ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, you know, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Mario Barrios, the 29-year-old WBC welterweight champion from San Antonio, Texas, achieved a career milestone with his September 2023 victory over Yadenis Ugas. His dominant performance and championship win set the stage for his upcoming fight against Pacquiao, marking a pivotal moment in his career.
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. No, you do.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Oh, yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she could spar other females a lot of times.
Unfair.
Yeah, right.
Mismatch.
She was, like, overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And, but yeah, most of the time, our partners never do. But I couldn't really even, like spar with her serious until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Despite the age gap and experience advantage held by Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios approaches their upcoming bout with seriousness and respect. His disciplined training indicates he views this fight not just as another victory but as a career-defining challenge against a living legend.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a two-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point, it was about as good as you can get in the division and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Petirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fight. Now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots Ennis.
The fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has garnered widespread attention within boxing circles. WBC President Mauricio Sullian has voiced strong support, praising Pacquiao's legendary status and endorsing the bout as a fitting showcase of his enduring competitive spirit.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England, we could have done it in the US, we could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off suspension, that put the brakes on him. So that brought us Mario Barrios, the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was the WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great sport.
Floyd Mayweather suspects Manny Pacquiao's return to boxing is largely motivated by financial gains, a common reason among retired fighters seeking one last lucrative payday. While acknowledging Pacquiao's enduring skills, Mayweather's comments also reflect the tension surrounding legacy and the motivations behind comeback fights.
Here we go. Who is greater than me? I said Sugar Ray Robinson. He said Sugar Ray Robinson. How many wins he got? I said he got like over 100 wins. He stopped for me. He said, but who got more championship titles? me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. He said, you said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. I can't say, man. He didn't fail. He said, oh man, you fake. I saw that as an initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that you're great.
Recent training footage of Pacquiao in early 2025 has sparked excitement, showing him in top physical condition and exhibiting the speed, footwork, and power of his prime. Critics debate whether this potential return is a noble extension of his legacy or a move driven more by nostalgia than necessity.
The WBC president Mauricio Sullivan has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins, 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Take a look at from 09 Ricky Hatton all the way up until here. So many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Cloteley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list.
Prominent boxing figures like Frank Warren and Simon Jordan have criticized Pacquiao's decision to return at age 46, questioning the legitimacy of his immediate title shot after a 4-year hiatus. Their concerns center on the integrity of the sport and the potential risks to Pacquiao's health and reputation.
Champion Mario Barrios to defend his belt against Manny Pacquiao. And about 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said hells yeah if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But man, he's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last fight was in 2021 and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan. That didn't look good. This is a bad idea. A really bad idea. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, and yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt, and it was a terrible idea for him to do that. And there were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight. This is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion, and Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt badly.
The debate persists. Does Manny Pacquiao's comeback enhance his legendary status or risk diminishing it? Supporters see his return as a testament to his resilience and passion, while critics worry it may be driven by commercial interests and could tarnish his storied career.